Hi, I'm Dr. Bernard Brooks. Today I'm talking about Haiti, sustaining optimism in the face of disaster. We know from research in positive psychology that practicing optimism, gratitude, and other positive attitudes have positive effects on health and on happiness. But how can we maintain optimism when faced with the death and devastation that is occurring in Haiti? Shock, sadness, helplessness, and anger are some of the common emotions we may experience, along with the desire to help. After contributing in whatever way we can, each of us is left to deal with the unsettled emotions stirred by the images and sounds of people suffering and dying. Amazingly, some people actually try to justify why it is all right for Haitians to experience this disaster. Televangelist Pat Robertson is reported as saying that their suffering is deserved as a result of a pact that Haitians made with the devil in order to succeed in their revolution against the French many years ago. While few people would say something so bizarre and uncompassionate, there is a human tendency to protect ourselves from guilt and from the thought that this might happen to us by assuming that the person who is suffering must have done something to cause it, and therefore in some sense deserves it. This preserves our sense that the universe or God is just, and that bad things only happen to bad people. Ordinary people, theologians, and philosophers have struggled with this issue of undeserved suffering, called theodicy, as far back at least as the writing of the biblical book of Job. When faced with personal disaster, such as the death of a loved one, or a community disaster like the Haitian earthquake, our sense of cosmic justice is offended. Ultimately, as part of the healing process of grieving, we usually find a way back to living with a sense of optimism and faith. When the grieving process is not successful, we can descend into cynicism and depression. We don't need to soothe our guilt, fear, and helplessness by assuming that people are suffering and dying because they deserve it. We also don't need to overindulge in feelings of pessimism, anger, and sadness. We must do everything that we can to contribute and to help alleviate suffering while allowing to re-emerge our natural, if seemingly irrational, optimism that life is worth living and that we will somehow overcome this tragedy and that good things still lie ahead.